They're trying to do Cam Patterson like they did Shane Gillis, and it is not working. The Daily Beast just put out an article titled, "New SNL cast member outed himself as a Trump voter." Already the language there is so smarmy and annoying. They're talking about this clip here where Cam's on stage right after the assassination attempt on Trump in PA, and Cam jokingly says he had no skin in the game before, but Trump just won his vote.
They shot him. This done been saying I went to jail, he done scammed people. And this my uncle, who the they shot him, they shot him. He was like, yeah, I'm having a fight. He was fine. He was doing like this and walked out with an American flag on him. Like this. He put one of these, like, I'm a real I'm out of here. That's hard, bro. I wasn't even finna vote. I'm voting now, dog. He got it. He won. I wasn't even finna vote. I had no skin in the game. I like that. He won. The bull. He had real ops. What the Joe Biden's biggest op is the stairs. That's it.
I mean, who knows if he's serious there, but to take this as a declaration of Cam's political affiliation is such a cynical attempt to try and cancel SNL's newest cast member. You can't help but think of the time Gillis got SNL and was fired within 24 hours because he dropped a couple slurs while caricaturing a town planner in a perfectly reasonable conversation about the segregation of Chinatown.
Chinatown's nuts.
It's crazy, dude.
It is full China, dude. Yeah. Chinese down there.
I wonder how that started. They just built one up looking building and people were like, all right, no one said anything.
Let's live there, huh?
Anyone who's being intellectually honest can see that they're just boys messing around, chopping it up, and they're not carefully measuring their speech for the legacy media HR overlords. Anyway, back to Cam. The article is basically fear-mongering SNL's MSNBC liberal audience about the, quote, politically unbiased direction Lorne Michaels is trying to take the show. They then link Cam to Tony Hinchcliffe and drum up his controversies like the infamous Puerto Rico joke. Here are some quotes. Cam, like most comedians on Kill Tony, goes for shock value in his comedy, often espousing takes that would be too racist, homophobic, or misogynistic for the mainstream. His material includes calling women and joking about smacking or them, save for a few comments about having no problem with gay people and a joke about his crude excitement about his girlfriend's abortion. Patterson has fit right into the Kill Tony troupe and its anti-woke fan. First of all, if you listen to him, all those jokes they're talking about are objectively hilarious, and the real thing the author seems to have a problem with is that Cam talks like a black kid from the hood, which is what he is. You start to get the feeling that these mainstream media partisan hacks are barely trying to disguise their sneering disdain for anything blue-collar. Second, not that being right-wing is bad, but if you're gonna bring up some offhand joke Cam made about voting for Trump, maybe you should also bring up how Cam looked Tucker Carlson in the eye on Kill Tony and said, "My grandma hates you."
Yeah, it's crazy. My grandma hates you.
She doesn't mean it.
Yeah, the f she does. Yeah, she does. She can't stand your ass, dog.
Now that clip doesn't make Cam liberal as much as joking about voting for Trump makes him a conservative. Kid's a 25-year-old comedian telling jokes, having fun around. Something the glorified HR reps who write these articles know nothing about. It's so easy and hack at this point to take a comedian's words and put them in ink, completely robbing them of their context and nuance to make dopey black and white NPC talking points to try and cancel said comedian. And you'll see this done more than anywhere else on legacy media platforms because the majority of tastemakers on these platforms are upper-class dandies who stick their nose at blue-collar humor and sensibilities because that's an easy way to disguise the distaste they have for the working class. Why do you think Cam's getting the Shane treatment? Because he's got the same poo-poo, pee-pee, brash, disarming sense of humor you'd use to bond with your plumber. And these Daily Beast writers, they want their plumbers and their plumbers' senses of humor tucked away from the mainstream because it's too jarring for their carefully manicured little liberal arts bubbles. And the worst part, the article was written by another Patterson. I mean, the betrayal. You gotta wonder at any point was she like, damn, I'm taking down a Patterson. Or maybe she saw another Patterson being funny and well-liked and she was like, nah, we'll have none of that. Either way, even if this snowballs into Shane SNL Gate Part 2, which I doubt it will, it won't be a bad thing because we all saw how that turned out for Shane.